Growing up, I learned a lot of things about myself, and I thought they were really true. But as an adult now, I've come to realize that we parents, we need to be careful of the things that we do to our children, the things that we tell them, because it later turns out to become a big problem for them. Let me say, if there are 10 things about myself they told me when I was a kid, growing up now, I realized about everything is not true. We all are living in our own reality. Now, this would make sense to you. Why do we have these negative thoughts in our head that plays a huge role? We focus so much on the negative parts that we forget the positive. So let me use this as an example so you'll better understand where I'm coming from. If you've suffered for 15 years and for that 15 years you endured abuse, insults, manipulation, verbal abuse, people said things to you that traumatized you on a more deeper level. After 10 years, you got a contract for $1 million. You bought a house, you bought your dream car, you started a business, and you're making 6 figures every year. Literally, you could travel to any country of your choice and even buy an apartment and stay there. Why do you still think about what happened to you for 10 years straight? Finally, you've gotten everything that you want. I do believe human being and suffering are best friends. Your suffering is good. I'm happy it happened to you. Your suffering should be used as a thing of power, not a thing of pain, because in suffering, you find the meaning to your life. In suffering, you found the darker side of you, and also in suffering, you also find out more about yourself. That is why I tell people it is bad for you to compare yourself to other people. If you think you are going through a lot and you are not well, you are down, depressed, you have, some, past traumas that's really disturbing you. The other person that you're looking at, that you're thinking that they are not going through a lot, trust me, they're going through a whole bigger trauma than yourself. Remember, you look at the shoes, but you're not wearing the shoes. Trust me, if you wear my shoes, oh my God, trust me, you will go through a whole lot. A lot of people look at me and say, oh my God, Ikenna, you've achieved a whole lot. You have A, you have B, you have C, you have D. But the truth is, they are not even aware of my own problems, my thought process, how I handle my triggers. We all have triggers, things that really trigger us to the more extreme, but it is good that you suffer. It is good that you suffered. It is needed, because in suffering you find the meaning to your life. But also, don't let the suffering control your life. Remember what they told you when you were a kid, 5-6 years old, and now you're 30 years old. Why do you still obsess over it? I thought we all wanted to grow and become adults when we were little. We wanted to, be adults so we can do whatever that we want, travel out. And the truth is, you don't need it. The only thing you need is for you to go closer to God, for Him to make your suffering more worthwhile, because there's been some things that I've been through in my life that I told myself that, oh my God, I regretted it. And now I'm happy those things happened, because they paved a way for me to become the man that I am today. Like I said, I am never going to stop becoming myself. Rather, I would try my best to become even way more better. At this point, love yourself to maximum. Love yourself like nobody ever will, because the only person that truly loves you, the only person that truly cares about you genuinely is yourself. So go easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Be sweet to yourself. It is actually not quite easy because you've been through a lot, and now that you're grown up, you're now an adult. Make up for your childhood traumas. I would say go and become kids again. We're so much focused on becoming adults that we've forgotten that we are still kids.